Am I the asshole? For telling my wife she's deluded if she thinks she needs my boot dryer more than I do. It is getting to be the rainy season where I work. It will rain for the next 4 or 5 months. Daily. I was packing up my stuff to take to work and I was packing my boot dryer. My wife said she was hoping I could leave it at home since they need it too. I was interested too. I asked why she needed it. She said that she does lunch supervision once a week and that our son shovels snow. I proceeded to ask if this lunch supervision soaked her boots for 10 hours a day for weeks on end and that the same question went for my son and his apparently constant snow shoveling. She said no and that I was making her feel stupid and useless by pointing out that I actually need the boot dryer to be comfortable at my job. I feel bad if I actually made her feel this way, but I think an adult should be able to understand that stuff without being told. Edit. It turns out I'm definitely the asshole. As I stated, it takes weeks for deliveries here. There was a package waiting for me when I arrived at camp. My wife had purchased a new, very good, new boot dryer for me and was trying to surprise me. She didn't want me to lug my old one up. I have already called her and apologized. Till there is such a thing as a boot dryer. Info: if your family would benefit from having one at home, but you need one at work, is there a reason why you don't buy one for the house? Oh God, the edit. You have a lifetime of groveling to do when you get home, but I think an adult should be able to understand that stuff without being told. Info: how long have you absolutely despised your wife? Why can't you just buy another boot dryer? They aren't expensive. Then you got one for yourself and one for the home. You are kind of TA. That edit breaks my heart. Your wife was gentle with her inquiry, generous and thoughtful in advance, and somehow you needed 1,000 strangers and a gift to guilt you into an apology. Sorry to beat a dead horse, I just hope her kindness and patience warms your heart more than that appliance does your boots. You're the asshole, not for prioritizing your need of the dryer, but for the way you think about and speak to your wife. Honestly, a loving partner would be much more sympathetic about saying no. Perhaps you should consider ponying up for a second one, since you all would benefit from dry footwear in the rainy season. You're the asshole. Normal people would have said I need mine for work, but how about ordering one online to keep at the house? And moved on. Most people could have done that without being a dick. You're the asshole. That really just seems unnecessarily snippy and patronizing. I don't think you were interested in why she needed it. I think you knew there was no way she had as much need for it as you. You could have just said sorry, but I really need it and left it at that. You're the asshole for speaking to her like a dumb child. She asked you a simple question that required a simple answer, not do st his lunch supervision soak your boots to woo. Huh? Huh? Do they? Well, do they? Buy your wife a boot dryer, dude. The way you talk to her makes you an R. Where is the big issue to get another one? Your son is also walking in the rain and will have wet shoes from time to time. And when you work outside or in a situation where they get wet easily, how comes you don't have waterproof shoes? Just get another one and don't be an R. Solve problems in another way. You're the asshole. Your wife asked a question and your response was 100 asshole. I agree you probably need the boot dryer more, but that doesn't mean you need to be an asshole about it. I don't understand why you don't understand this without being told. You're the asshole. You could advise her to get another boot dryer so your wife and son can be comfortable at home too. But no, you just had to take a jab at your needs being more important than your wife's needs. Boot dryers are like $30. You're the asshole, and I'm sure you could have purchased an extra boot dryer in the time it took you to write this snarky post. Why not just buy another boot dryer? You're the asshole for negating your wife's feelings like that. You're the asshole for being condescending and snitty to your wife, and continuing to be so in the comments. And for avoiding people making points about your attitude and the way you speak to and about your wife. You're the arsehole. It doesn't hurt to be kind. After reading the edit, that has to hurt. You're the arsehole. She never said she needed it more than you did. Just buy another one for the house. Geez. If your boots are soaked 10 hours a day, you need to buy better boots. You're the arsehole. For the way you addressed your wife. You chose condescension when a simple "I needed more" would do. This post is also full of arness and snark. She said no and that I was making her feel stupid and useless by pointing out that I actually need the boot dryer to be comfortable at my job. Sir, you misunderstood. It was your tone that did that, not the facts. If you actually called her deluded instead of just communicating kindly and rationally the way you might to someone you actually respect, you wouldn't be asking Reddit if you're TA. I feel bad if I actually made her feel this way. You did. She told you that you did. You're the arsehole. You're the arsehole. You need better waterproof boots. That is not your family's fault. I proceeded to ask. Is an play? I think an adult should be able to understand, unlike you, who did not understand. Buy a boot dryer for them. Before the edit, you do not deserve that woman. After the edit, you really do not deserve that woman. Deluded? You are deluded for thinking being rude to your wife is acceptable. You're the arsehole. Even before the edit, you weren't very nice and may need to rethink your reactions. Reading the edit made me so sad. I'm glad you apologized, but be careful of your tone when you talk to your loved ones. My BF will often phrase things without realizing how negative and abrasive they come off. It sounds like you did the same. Make sure you make it up to her. You're the arsehole. What I'm hearing is that others need it too. You could have said, yeah, it sounds like you guys need to dry your boots sometimes too. Let's get another one for the house. That way everyone's needs are met and no one feels condescended to or ignored. You're the asshole. I don't know why you are posting here. I think an adult should be able to understand that without being told. It's not about needing your boot dryer. It's about your attitude. I think I need this at work and that's why I bought it. If we need another one for home, we can talk about that. Would be a much better way to have the discussion. You're the asshole. Are you always so condescending to your wife? Honestly, even if your wife wasn't trying to surprise you with a new one, which is incredibly sweet and thoughtful, you still be a big old ah. Your response was so rude and completely condensing. You don't deserve a nice new boot dryer, but you might deserve a boot somewhere. You should offer your wife a very sincere apology for speaking to her that way. You're the arsehole. You were the R before the update too, but this makes it so much worse. Of course you couldn't know that a new one would be at your camp, but why are you so mean to your wife? And your comments are truly the worst. Poor woman was trying to do a nice thing and got called an idiot without critical thinking skills. I hope you were just very stressed and this isn't how you normally treat her. Maybe ask yourself why you reacted in such an overblown way and your first response was to belittle your wife and take it as a personal attack against you or whatever you were doing here. You're the asshole before the edit. But with the edit? Oh boy. Oh god, that update makes it much worse. She brought you one for work and to keep the surprise up and to try and save you the job of moving your current dryer, she told you to leave the dryer at home and you made her feel stupid and useless for it. Apologize harder, dude. I hope you do more than call her and apologize. And I hope you feel like a huge asshole because you absolutely are. After reading your replies and your update, you don't deserve your wife. You're the asshole. You know, normal people with healthy relationships tend to speak kindly and calmly to their beloved partners instead of going straight for the throat in a passive-aggressive manner meant to belittle them and make them feel stupid. You should be actively uplifting your family members and communicating rationally with them. Perhaps you should look into why passive aggression is your go-to when interacting with them. I'd be on your side if you hadn't talked to your wife like she was stupid,